we're here. Yeah, I apologize big time for everything that has happened in the last 20 minutes. The computer has not wanted to cooperate whatsoever, but I think right now we're okay. We can see that quali is over and Campbell Adams is on pole position. There we go. Pole position for Campbell Adams, 14-3, followed by Fat Cat Batman, and then Alex Keeley in third. Then we got Yusuf fourth, fifth place for Jack Humphreys, but both Yusuf and Jack have got 5 place grid penalties. Wingy Woo 6th, Oxchillo 7th. I'll just scroll down here. Leopard at 8th, Jono 9th. 2 championship contenders. These two will be duking it out tonight. 27 points is the gap, so it's a big task for Jono if he wants to win this title, but it's not impossible. So we'll see what happens in this race. If you're just joining us, yeah, I really do apologize. I've been like, this last hour and a half has been absolutely ridiculous of me just trying to get this thing working. I mean, it's been like 2 hours. I have been doing everything I can. But we're back. We are indeed. Here to get this championship decider on the road. And hope you're all having a wonderful night or day wherever you are in the world. Here we go, 5 red lights. It's all 5 red lights for the championship decider in Tier 1. And we are underway. It's great stuff from Campbell Adams, and Fat Cat got a good start as well. But there we go on the run down to turn 1. It says ZK's leading, but we're going to ignore that. So, it's 3rd place for Alex Keeley. And then everyone nice and easy down towards turn number 3 as Fat Cat's going to have a look then down the inside of Campbell Adams into turn number 3, and he gets it done. It is Fat Cat into the lead of this race. Great start there from the Sauber. He's put Campbell Adams under some immense pressure and has taken the lead. So yes, 29 laps to decide this championship, and immediately Jono, second in the championship. This is not what he would want at the moment. Down to 10th with his rival Left 4 Dead in 6th place. So what can he do then? He's got a lot of ground to make up. But as it stands from here, Left 4 Dead just needs to not get outscored by 27 points if he wants to win his 4th championship in a row. We're going to be keeping an eye on that throughout the race, but we won't be talking about it all throughout the entire thing. So, Oxchillo is in 4th place as he goes very wide there out on the penultimate, well, not penultimate corner, just before the penultimate corner. I believe that's turn 12. And now we begin lap 2. As there's a spin into the wall, that is Sammy. Sammy has gone into the wall, spun out of the final corner on lap 1. And that is going to put his race severely compromised. But there we go, drivers trying to break the slipstream, break the toe to get that cleaner air in order to help the tyre temperatures. As we see Jack Humphreys on the move, he had a 5 place grid penalty, but he's gotten past the Alpine of Ferrari Pro. And is now up into 8th place as well. Yusuf did have a penalty. That has compromised him. But top 10 settling in nicely. Everyone's separated within a second of each other, with Yusuf just hanging on as we have a lead change. There we go. Campbell Adams back into the lead then. Looking to win his 2nd race of the season as a reserve driver back at Zandvoort. And he is come back to race full time for Left 4 Dead once again. And after they have secured themselves the overalls constructors and have they secured tier 1 constructors? I think that needs to be what confirmed tonight as well. They are set to win it from here. It is a 41 point gap to Sauber. Not impossible for Sauber though, but as it stands, RB will be claiming Tier 1 Constructors Championship. Get the tyres up because some tyres could be different, but I'm sure most of the guys on mediums. However, Jono opting for the harder compound of tyres along with Magic Shot as well in that Aston Martin, reserving tonight from Tier 2 late call up. I believe we also have With Me Teeth reserving for the Haas as well. So good to see some of the Tier 2 drivers stepping up and racing for one last time this season. As Jack Humphreys down the inside into turn 11, we also see Wingy Woo going off the track, and he's being compromised there. What has happened to Wingy Woo? Another opportunity for him in the top 5, and it's thrown away for now. He's down to 10th, but also there was another car. I think Jack Humphreys pushed Yusuf off the track there, and we also had a possible lead change, which has turned though into Alex Keeley up to 2nd place. I'm trying to figure out who this is, because I actually don't know who this is. I'm trying to... Oh no. Absolute heartbreak for Jono, but surely he can still turn this race around. It's not too bad. He's got the pace, and I think we all know that, so he can still make something of it, even with the alternate strategy compared to the majority of the field. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure because I saw they were repping the FST tag, so I was like, it's got to be someone that's just changed their name that I already know. Meanwhile, Left 4 Dead putting Oxchillo under some pressure then early on in this race. Lap 4 out of 29. The mediums don't last very long here. Around lap 10 to 12, maybe 13, we'll see the pit stop starting to flow in as tyre wear sorry, on those mediums start to rise. Back in the tow once again, as Yusuf's the first to get a penalty. That's track limits there for the Red Bull reserve driver. Not what you want to see as early as lap 5 in this race. As meanwhile we see the Sauber of Fat Cat going around the outside, and he gets the job done in turn 4. What a move from Fat Cat. Did not see that coming. It was a poor exit out of turn 3 from Alex Keeley. And next thing you know, Fat Cat says thank you very much and takes that position. But DRS, they no longer have it. Campbell Adams has fallen away from them and run away. Can he hold on to this over second gap as Fat Cat goes very, very deep into the exit of turn 10? But my goodness. So there we go. So Campbell Adams leads this race by 1.2 seconds. He's out of DRS from Fat Cat and Alex Keeley. Oxchillo in 4th, Left 4 Dead 5th, Jack Humphreys now 6th, with Yusuf 7th with that 3-second time penalty. Jono in 8th, Ferrari Pro 9th, Wingy Woo 10th, ZK and Magic Shot haven't changed many places. Andre 13th, 14th for Rilo, 15th for Flubber, and out of the points is With Me Teeth and Sammy. But it is still very close between the majority of the field. It is difficult to pass here. DRS trains is what it's most likely going to be for the majority of this race. But is there an opportunity then for the Alpine to move ahead of Fat Cat as they have caught back into Campbell Adams' DRS? So Campbell he's not burning, he's taking it easy. I believe he's letting them get back into the DRS here. As Left 4 Dead under some pressure then from Jack Humphries going into the final sector. The championship leader under some pressure then from the Williams driver. Will Jack go for a move here in towards turn 1? He's got the battery, he's going to burn, but I'm sure Left 4 Dead's got just as good a battery to defend then. Towards turn 1 we go though to start lap 7 of this race. So not much is really happening right now, I must admit that, but let's get some game positions happening. So Jack Humphries up 4 positions, starting 10th place. Yusuf up 1, Left 4 Dead and Oxchill up 1, but is it going to be 2 now for the championship leaders? Down the inside he goes of Oxchilla. We've got a little bit of lag then coming from my end, and I think we're going to have a disconnect. Hopefully not. Let's get this thing working, please, as I want to see that as a horrendous... What is this camera angle? Okay, and I believe we're about to have a disconnect. Come on. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Fix it up, fix it up. Go down even more if I need to. You can do it, come on. There we go. I think we're fixed. Yeah. Sorry about that. It lags. I'm just trying not to have that happen. But it was all over the shop there. But we do see both Left 4 Dead and Oxchillo getting past. Both Left 4 Dead and Jack Humphries getting past Oxchillo, sorry. As it's Jono then on the attack then on Yusuf, but Yusuf defends it. And Oxchillo did get back ahead of Jack Humphries, and now Jono's attacking the Red Bull then on the run down to turn 11. Is this going to be a risky move for Jono? Second in the championship, can he get the move done? Then they're side by side all the way down to turn 12, and now towards the final 2 corners, they're leaving each other space. Yusuf down the inside, and it's going to be Jono versus Yusuf on the medium and hard tyres. They bang wheels and side pods, and the Mercedes is up to 7th place. Brilliant bit of racing then between the two. That is the sort of racing Jono needs to provide if he wants to make some sort of deficit in this championship battle. Magic Shot is ahead of both Wingy Woo and ZK. What has happened there between the two? Wingy did get a penalty, I did see that. And he's now out under pressure then from both Ferraris, as Andre is also looking very racy on the back of his teammate. My goodness, Magic Shot into the top 10 in Tier 1. The Tier 2 driver, Season 6 champion, is putting himself into the names with these guys up here as we have a position change. Campbell Adams and Alex Keeley, the Alpines, having a look on the run down to turn 11. They leave each other space. Wingy gets another penalty, but it's on the inside the Alpine. He backs out of it enough, but Campbell gets ahead and holds on to that 2nd place for now. I just need this internet to hold on. 20 laps, come on. Let's not have this crap, please. Please, please, after all the issues I've had with the computer. As what has happened to Jack Humphries down the straight? Surely that's lag, but it might not be. He's something's happened down the straight. He's gone into the wall. No damage, I don't think, but position loss by quite a few positions. Down to 9th. That is a genuine moment. I wonder what had happened there. Do we have another lead change possibly happening here? As round the outside goes Campbell Adams on the entry to turn 9 and 10. And he gets ahead. Jono now up to 5th. Those hard tyres starting to come into play there. So, the Mercedes driver making good use of the tyre difference now in this stage of the race. Because these medium runners are going to start thinking about boxing soon. We won't see anyone coming to the pits this lap, but from lap 11, 12 onwards, we're going to see some pit stops coming, I'm sure. As there we go, Fat Cat. That's a penalty then. Lots of penalties starting to come in now. And it is Fat Cat, second in the race. This is possibly, oh my goodness. It goes bad to worse for Wingy Woo. Retires from this race in the season finale. What a shame for Wingy, who's had the pace all season long, especially these last 3 races, but he's been a bit unlucky. But at the same time, penalties and incidents like that has cost him some good results. It's unfortunate, but something to take on the chin and just go again next season. Last race here for Wallaby Racing League, Season 9. It's been a good, fun season. It's been fun commentating this great bunch of drivers and also watching the rest of the league unfold. Tier 4 champion Donut Gorilla, Tier 3 champion Mini Jorgo crowned on Sunday night. Both Haas drivers in those 2 tiers, as Haas lifted the constructors in Tier 4 with Tier 3 going to Alpine. And then you have Tier 2 last night was the Red Bull of Broadstar, who claimed his first ever Wallaby Racing League championship. And everyone in this league before has become a first-time champion. Will that be the same way tonight, or will we see Left 4 Dead be crowned champion for the 4th time? We shall see. No commentators curse though, I hope. But as well, Tier 2 constructors did go in the way of Racing Bulls back after Monza, I believe it was. So big congratulations to them. They took out the overalls, and there goes Left 4 Dead up into 3rd place. Jono going with him up to 4th as well. So these two following each other around, then making light work of these position gains and up into the top 4 spaces, 3rd and 4th then for our top 2 in the championship. Some pit stops have started to come. Oxchillo, the lead car of the group, coming into the pits then. So will we see Campbell Adams come into the pits now? He stays out. Fat Cat comes in. Left 4 Dead also comes in. So that means Campbell will stay out 1 lap longer. Jono will of course stay out because he's on the hard tyres. So we won't see him coming into the pits for quite a few more laps. At least 5, I'm going to say. At least 5. But Jack Humphreys stays out, and along with Magic Shot as well on the hard tyres. But he's got DRS from Jack Humphreys here, so this can help Magic Shot in potential top 10 finishing, as we see Oxchillo get a big undercut then on Left 4 Dead, as we see Alex Keeley and Yusuf racing wheel to wheel out of the pits as well. Ferrari Pro's going to have a go at his teammate and have a look. He can't get it done, but Alex Keeley down the inside of Yusuf. They touch wheels. They go side by side through turn 4 and now on the run down to turn 5. But Yusuf holds position and is up into 8th place. Tied on the pit exit, but he gets it done as Magic Shot up into 3rd place then, passing Jack Humphreys. So, These two going wheel to wheel again. Alex Keeley getting past the Red Bull of Yusuf. And once again, up into 8th place. So our race lead is in. Into the pits goes Campbell Adams. We'll see where he comes out. Fat Cat is the one to watch because he is significantly ahead of these drivers. Look at that. He does have the penalty, but he's quite far ahead of Left for Dead. And Oxchillo, his teammate. So Ox is in a net second here. However, we don't know. I mean, yeah, it's probably right. But Left 4 Dead did jump Campbell Adams along with Alex Keeley. So Yusuf trying to do everything he can to get past Campbell then. But he can't get it done. However, he gets a good exit, but it's not enough. Campbell holds on and is down to 7th place, but ahead of Yusuf Go. Ooh. We go Alex Keeley under some pressure then from Campbell Adams. The Racing Bulls driver now opens the rear wing, opens the DRS and flies past the Alpine down the main straight and back up into 6th place then. So Campbell on the move. It is on those fresh hard tyres and now set sights on his teammate here. These two won't want to fight too much or hold each other up. But what will we see then? As there's a yellow flag, it is Flubber. And he has gone for a spin in the gravel trap. That is unfortunate for the McLaren. It's not been a good day for the men in orange tonight, but there's still plenty of time for things to happen as we have passed over half distance in this race. Alrighty. So Campbell Adams getting the fastest lap of the race. Will we see... Actually, we won't see these guys pitting just yet. But will Fat Cat close to the back of Magic Shot's Aston Martin before he even gets a chance to pit? These fresher hard tyres will be in much better condition now than the 15 laps of Jono and Magic Shot. But for Jono, this strategy has been not the desired one for him, I'm sure. He's had to live with it because unfortunately he did get disconnected at the end of qualifying and he came back and now he is, but he came back up when he wasn't going to be able to change his strategy. As look at that, Left 4 Dead having a look on the outside of Oxchillo. Oxchillo defends well as Campbell did get past him before turns 9 and 10. And now the other RB of Left 4 Dead will have a look at the back of this Sauber to try and get that job done as soon as he can. So there we go, Magic Shot's in onto the medium tyres. He goes and he now will push on until the end of this race. Good first stint there for the Aston Martin. 2nd place in this race. Absolute dream for some drivers to be in the top 2 podium spots in a tier 1 race. And he can tick that off his bucket list. if he has that from there. But Oxchillo then still holding on to that 4th place, but for how much longer? As the RB has the battery, he's not burning it, but now he chooses to. Both drivers don't have as much battery, but will Oxchillo fight this going into turn 9 and 10? No, he will not. And there goes the championship leaders. A big snap of oversteer on the exit there for Oxchillo. That's going to compromise his run all the way down to turn 11 as Alex Keeley has a look down the inside, but he backs out of it and will hold on to that 6th place. So Oxchillo stays in 5th. As there is the lead change. So Jono might want to start thinking about pitting soon, because Fat Cat has gone ahead and is now up, way down. Fat Cat into the lead. He's got that penalty, but can he do anything about it anymore? Because Campbell, I'm sure, will look to try and close back in then, and both RBs will do that as they look to secure a 1-2 finish here at the Australian Grand Prix. It has been a very, very fun season. Great competition. And it looks like Oxchillo though is falling apart right at the seams here, as Yusuf will go around the outside and he goes past as there's contact. Oxchillo has to go onto the grass. There's a snap there. But contact between the two. Looked like Ox tried to hold his line and try to fight it, but it was never going to work, unfortunately. Will we see a steward's report? I don't know. But it has unfortunately cost Oxchillo time and position, down to 7th, and is now within the clutches of Ferrari Pro. Such a shame for Oxchillo, as there we go, Campbell Adams ahead of Jono. It's been unfortunate for the Mercedes, who is still yet to make a pit stop in this race, and he now is going to be passed by his championship rival to become a pit stop ahead. Absolute shame for the Mercedes of Jono, who from no fault of his own tonight has been robbed of a chance to at least fight against his rival on the right set of tyres on the same strategy. But there we go, left for dead up to 3rd place, and he's just got to bring this home for 10 laps and just not put it in a wall. But either way, I still don't think it'll be enough unless something miraculous happens, but do not want to jinx it, as the other Mercedes of Rilo has spun, I believe, but he's back on track and he's all good to go. So, 10 laps to go in this race. We have got Fat Cat leading us. He's got the gap out to over 3 seconds, so he's going to look to try and extend that margin even further, but what will Campbell Adams have to say about that? Can he do anything to close in on this gap? But we will just have to wait and see. It's going down a little bit, but still 10 laps to go. He's got to work pretty hard, but he's also dragging along his teammate up further up the field as well to try and secure this RB1-2, but is it going to be possible? As that is a 10-second penalty, and I'm sure it'll be a retire in the pits as well. Unless it's just genuine. He's actually going genuine here, so that is good to see from Rilo. Keeping on fighting. That's what you'll love to see from any driver in league racing. If you haven't already, make sure to join the Wallaby Racing League Discord server as we start to gear up and get ready for Season 10. Will be the biggest season yet of Wallaby Racing League. 10 seasons it will be, and it won't be straight away, but we will begin soon to start getting things prepared for Season 10. We thank you all for being a part of this amazing community and league that we call Wallaby Racing League, as 9 seasons will have been completed at the end of this checkered flag, and we will crown ourselves another championship winner with our 4 tiers. But still plenty of time to go. But as it stands, Left for Dead, Thomas Reed will be the season 9 champion, but still plenty of time to go. So let's not hold our breaths just yet. Right, there's a retirement from the race for Rilo. It's unfortunate for him, but it's called a season early in the pits. And that will bring out the yellow flag, but he's still in the pits. Yeah, stream's wobbling. It's just laggy, that's all. Come on. You can do it, stream. Just work. Come on. That's all I ask. Just work. There we go. It's doing crap. But it's always gonna happen. That's alright. So we now have Campbell Adams fallen out of that penalty range of Fat Cat. Does he want to try and get this win? We don't know. Obviously, I think so, but he's still not far away from it, so he can clutch back up. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah. Next season should be better with the streams, I hope. Apologise for the how it's been this year. Doing everything I can with what I've got. Hoping next year can be very, very different, and we can have a full functioning stream for the entirety of the race, which is the goal. But obviously, we don't know. So, looks like I will be coming back though for next season of Tier 1 comms. That is the goal, obviously, as I have been enjoying it thoroughly this season. To join after North for Belgium round 4 was very, very good. And since then we haven't missed a single race. So we can confirm that. But been an absolute pleasure this season to commentate these amazing drivers and this championship battle that we've had. Because believe it or not, round 1, after round 2, this man was 10th in the championship. And he's clawed his way back. All the challenges he's faced this season. Is it all going to be worth it? All the hard work that he's put in. We'll find out at the end of the next 5 laps of racing here. As these two have closed them back up to Fat Cat. Both cars are now within penalty range in that penalty window. So it's set to be an RB1-2, but does Fat Cat have anything left in the tank to push ahead for a 5th win of the season? I believe it would be 5 if he can get this win secured, but not as it stands, as the McLaren has spun out of Sammy. That's unfortunate, but he's still alive and well and going. He's just got to cross that line at the end of lap 29 and he will get himself a point in this season finale, but right now Yusuf under a bit of pressure then from Alex Keeley for that 4th place, obviously on track because of the penalty, doesn't really matter, but still a good thing to look at, along with Oxchilla holding up this little bit of a train here of cars down to ZK and 9. Oh, it's 6. I didn't even notice that. Oh my god, it is 2. So it doesn't even matter. Thank you for saying that, Hunter, because I completely didn't even realize it doesn't matter. So there we go. So Alex Keeley up to 4th place. Could he possibly... I mean, if he pushes, possible podium for Alex Keeley. So he's just going to put the foot down in these remaining 4 laps. Bit of action here then as Jack Humphreys up the inside of Ferrari Pro, putting the Alpine under some serious pressure these last couple laps. And he makes the move up to 7th place. He doesn't have a penalty, but does that Alpine, so he wanted to get past as he wants to look to chase Oxchillo here for 6th position. Still plenty of time, but can it be done? Oxchillo doesn't have DRS, but he has the battery. Jack Humphreys will burn as much as he can. I'm sure Oxchillo will do the same. But Jack Humphreys, he's not giving this up. He wants to put the Sauber under some pressure into the fast chicane. But it will sit behind for one more lap. However, good exit then out of the turn 10, second part of the chicane. But Oxchillo holds on. One more lap. So we are one more lap closer to the finish then, as Campbell Adams is looking to chase down the Sauber of Fat Cat to get it done on track. He wants this win on track, I think. He might have the 6-second penalty, but nothing's going to stop Campbell Adams for looking to get this win on track. So let's see what he can do now. As there is some more yellow flags in that middle sector. I believe it is, might be Jono or could be Magic. Oh, it might be the McLaren. As there it is, there's the lead change. Campbell Adams takes the lead on track and will now cruise through to victory, I'm sure, from here. As Lifford is not in DRS range of the Sauber, so he might be able to close in, but we shall see. And there we go. Jack Humphreys getting the job done ahead of Oxchillo, up to 6th place. Good fight back from Jack Humphreys with the whatever happened earlier on the race down on that main straight. I still don't know what happened, but he escaped without damage and was able to fight his way back up and getting past all those cars and into 6th place. So good on him. Penultimate lap here though. We do see some pit stop there. Magic Shot is going to go for fastest lap, I think. Nice little battle here for 14th and 13th. With me teeth, the Sauber TP getting ahead. But about to start the last lap in what has been a thrilling season 9 of Wallaby Racing League. All the races, all the triumphs, all of the heartbreak for drivers this season, not only in Tier 1, for tier 2, 3, and 4. We thank you all for joining this incredible league as Campbell Adams is about to start the final lap here of Season 9 in Tier 1. He hasn't been full-time the whole season. He's only raced one race prior to Monza last week. I believe only just one. And he took out Zandvoort. Finished 6th or 5th, I think, in Monza last week. And will he end off the season with a victory under Left for Dead? As we are on the last lap here. ZK gets a penalty. That will help Jono, but not enough. Unfortunate for Jono. Absolutely unfortunate for him. Things can go his way, but cannot take anything away from what this man Left for Dead has been able to do this entire season. Start of the season, people thought that maybe it was time for someone else to take the fight to him, to win this championship in Tier 1. In fact, after round 2, he was 10th in the championship. He clawed back the deficit through lots of challenges. He had some very serious competition throughout the entire season. But once again, he has proven that he is unstoppable. Campbell Adams will come through to win the Australian Grand Prix, but this man, Left for Dead, now Thomas Reid, will come across the line to become a 4-time Wallaby Racing League champion. It's Thomas Reid to win the Tier 1 Season 9 Drivers' Championship. He's done it again. Unstoppable. Truly unstoppable. Alex Keeley will take home the podium. He did get within those 6 seconds of Fat Cat as he fell off in the end. But what a day for Racing Bulls and Thomas Reid, as he is now crowned a Wallaby Racing League champion in Tier 1 for the 4th time in a row. All you have to do is just applaud and respect the greatness. Through hard work and discipline, it has been done for the 4th time in a row. Something that I don't think has been done in any league in Australia. But I might be wrong. Someone can fact check me on that. But there you have it. It is Campbell Adams who wins the race. Left for Dead second. Alex Keeley third. Fat Cat in fourth. Jack Humphries fifth. Yusuf sixth. Oxchillo seventh with Jono in eighth. What a fighter he is. What a fight he's put on this season. No one has gotten this close to the championship as what Jono has. So absolute respect for him. Ferrari Pro 9th. ZK 10th. Andre 11th. Magic Shot did end up getting fastest lap, so big props to him in 12th. Flubber 13th. With Me Teeth 14th. 15th for Sammy rounds out our points with Rilo and Wingy Woo, our DNF drivers. Okay, now we're going to try this. I want to try do interviews. I know it's going to be hard, but we're going to at least give it a go. At least open up Discord. That would be a really big positive if we can get this to work. I'm praying it does work. So yeah, we've got Kalki. He is third, so we'll get this started. Podium interviews. So, third place, Kalki. Great race from you, being able to step up here for the final race of the season and take home a podium. Talk us through your race. How was it out there?
Oh yeah, I made a ton of mistakes in first stint, which dropped me off from the leaders, and I was just hoping I'd get a P4. And then thankfully, Yusuf came in clutch and just carried me along the entire way. Shout out to him. I was on 2 points in this race. So I was just driving like so scared. But other than that, it was a calm race. Obviously, from where I was, nothing going on.
Yeah, well, great racing from you tonight, I believe. Is that your second podium of the season? I might be wrong, but a
Ah, yes.
great way to end it off with a podium, and hope to see you again next season.
Yeah, hopefully, maybe a win eventually. Obviously, with these fast cars, it's going to be pretty impossible. But always give it a crack. Always next season.
Exactly. Well, thank you very much, and congratulations on the podium. We'll move on to our race winner before we do our champions interview. But Campbell Adams, great drive from you tonight to take home the victory. I believe that's your second win of the season as well. A great way to end it with another victory for you. How does it feel?
Yeah, it was good. It was a well managed race from the front. It was just a little bit of fun. Um, as I was pitting for the second stint, I wanted to help Thomas, so I helped him catch up to Fat Cat, and then um, yeah, it was a good race from there, and then just saved tires for the last few laps, and was able to win from there.
Yeah, it was a great drive from you tonight. Hope to see you on the grid again next season, whether it's full time or reserve. But big congratulations on the win. And yeah, we'll move on to our championship winner. First of all, big congratulations to you, Left 4 Dead. Again, another sublime performance this season to claim your fourth championship in a row. How does it feel?
Thank you. Yeah, it feels good. Especially early in the season, didn't think it was going to come very easily or at all. So to come out of the final round with the closest championship battle I've had, feels good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great to see as well that Jono was able to put up a big fight along with a few others earlier on in the season. But it did, a lot of people did think as well it was going to be tough, especially after those first few races. It was very close. I remember at one point, top five was all split in by like 10 points at one point or something like that. But, and with some lots of hard work, I'm sure you've done it again. So big congratulations as well for winning the Tier 1 Constructors, you, Campbell, and a few others, your teammates this season. I know F1NZ and Kano driving, so they'll be, I'm sure, credited for the championship and plus the overalls. It's been another very good season for you. Worked a bit harder than you have had to previously, but you still have got it done.
Yeah, and obviously a big congratulations to Jono and Viper. And thanks to everyone in the team, Hunter for engineering me and Campbell for basically dragging me along all race. I wouldn't have been able to get to where I was in the race if it wasn't for him after the stops. So yeah, just thanks to everyone that helped me out, you included, Magic, and pretty much just the whole team, Wingy as well. Yeah, much appreciated, and I wouldn't have been able to do it again.
Oh, no worries. Big congratulations once again, and that's going to round off the stream for the very last time in Wallaby Racing League Season 9. Thank you all for joining us, and keep an eye on the Discord for some updates as we will get planning underway for season number 10. So, thank you all once again for watching, and for the final time, we'll see you all hopefully just before the end of the year, if not next year, for season 10.